Without further ado, Jamie Lee Curtis.
I've been waiting a long time to be on your comfort, compassion, caring couch.
Really?
That's what this is. Don't you think it's just become this sort of center of comfort and compassion, and you lean in and people lean into you, and
that means so much
no,
to
it's
me
what
coming
you know
from
what it
you.
is. It's what this is.
That means
and you have the
everything.
coolest dressing rooms.
Thank you.
Like AF.
Oh my God,
you know
thank you. I decorated them myself.
Okay, like seriously. The
Thank
bathroom,
you.
though.
The worst.
I mean, it's
We're
like
working on
prison.
it. We actually, we have a segment coming up. Will Taylor, our resident design guru, is going to make it over and show us how to make over a prison bathroom.
Okay, excellent.
On the cheap. By the way, you can ask everybody. I've said it before. I'm like, the bathroom is really depressing.
No, I'm joking. You know what?
Oh, I'm not. But that means so much to me coming from you, because I truly believe everything you say. I've never said that to another human being before, which is a lot to unpack in another situation, but...
I'll give you a number.
Okay, please, thank you. 1-800-TRUST issues. I think that you have earned over the years the truth badge, you know? And I've always loved the no BS truth tellers, the tough lovers, the people who give it to you straight, the people who say it like it is.
Yeah.
And
That's taken a minute.
did it take a minute?
Of course it took a minute. Oh, I was terrified.
Were you?
I couldn't have told the truth at the beginning. It's not possible. Because the truth is scary, right? Because the truth means, I'm sure you are aware of this book, Are You Mad at Me? This whole idea of fawning.
Yes.
Right, so there's the fight, flight,
Fight or flight.
Fight, flight, freeze, but there's a fourth, F, fawning, which is sort of people-pleasing. I've done a bit of that. I did a bit of that early on in my life. And so it's taken me a long time to be able to tell the truth and sit in the truth and own it. And, it takes courage. I got sober, that helped. But, it's also just life, right? The process of life.
Did it get to a point ever where you thought nothing is worse than holding it? I will risk the truth and whatever the consequences are of it.
Well, that's what getting sober is. I think it's like the greatest act of self-love that someone can do, is to acknowledge it. And so it was so stigmatizing that it was a prison for people. And I do believe that gesture of self-love, of believing that you deserve to live, even if it means acknowledging, a dependence on something or past bad behavior that's under the lash of addiction and alcoholism, that you did certain things. Do you know what I mean? I think there's a reckoning, but it's self-love ultimately at the end of the day. And I believe that has been a great gift. I also, okay, I'm being licked right now.
He's so happy because he's understanding that you accept his licking, and that's all he wants is acceptance.
I know. By the way, that's all we want. That's, by the way, just look at the internet.
Yep.
Go on social media. What do you think we're doing? What are we doing? What are all these teenagers doing? They're saying, see me, want me, like me, and it's so messed up. We're in a little trouble.
You know my daughters, Olive and Frankie, because I used to bring them to your
Yes.
house in Idaho as babies.
Yeah.
Babies.
Babies.
And now they're almost 12 and 13. They're in the eye of the storm.
Yeah, well, I honestly, God bless them, God bless you, and I don't really know. Here's what I would say. Move to Denmark, because they're banning social media for people under 15.
Yes, and it should be.
Praise
It should be.
I mean, it is such a destructive force in the lives of teenagers, and it's awful. Anyway, hi, Drew.
By the way, hi.
I'm here on your compassion couch.
It's so funny because
with your papa.
I didn't know. Did your mom dissuade you from auditioning from The Exorcist?
Yes. So today's personality, I'm a little quiet. And by the way, I have my back to half these group of people, and I was raised better, and I apologize. And I should probably get up on the couch and turn and open up. No, I'm not. We're going to move the table, and now I'm just going to turn a little bit and open up. My apologies for having my back.
Some water. Here's some water for you.
Thank you. But I'm not leaving the dog, is what I'm saying.
And Douglas is finally feeling
I
seen.
have found a place that I am very happy. This personality was my personality at, since birth. I mean, I've been this person, a little obnoxious and cute and everything. And Ray Stark, who was the producer of The Exorcist, was a very good friend of my mother's. And he called my mom and said, hey, I'm producing the movie of the book, The Exorcist. Will you let Jamie audition for it? And at the time, I was probably 12 and cute and kind of sassy. And I had some personality. And I'm sure he saw me at a party and was like, oh, she'd be funny.
And Janet Leigh's daughter.
And my mother said, no, Ray Stark. No, my mom really wanted me to have, thank God,
a childhood,
which I understand you didn't get that option.
No, I didn't.
And people didn't step in and say no. She will have a childhood. She will have protection.
Yes, exactly.
And I understand. And you are here on your compassion, comfort couch, care, doing this, leaning in to people with your puppy, and you've manifested now a life of compassion, care, and leaning in, partly because you didn't get it, and you get to give it as a gift to other people. And so, I mean, it's good. It's good. I mean, it is what you do. It is what you do, and it's the reason why they paid for the budget for your dressing rooms, because you're going to be doing this for a long time. And by the way, how about spending 15 years doing this, listening to people, talking to people, bringing out stories?
I would love to.
Well, guess what? I think it's happening.
You think so?
Don't y'all think it's happening? I think it's happening.
I could only hope.
Well, let me just say this. I've been in show-off business for a very long time. I'm quite old. I have a feeling that's going to be the way, if that's what you want it to be. I do believe you're going to hold your chin for many, many years. And I don't mean like this.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, and name one person in this, well, half of you are 12. And if you're doing this at your age, we're in trouble. But let me just do this. How many women over the age of 40 have looked in the mirror and gone like this? Thank you. Okay.
But I've never done anything about it.
Oh, I understand. I'm just saying it is a sort of it's a thing. It's age happens, and it's
a privilege.
Oh, it's a total privilege, but it's also a thing.
I liked that you have advocated, though, for not just a natural approach, but a be confident in who you are and where you are approach, because, and I've never talked about this before, but I had so much pressure as a kid with vanity. And you just think, well, why would a kid have an issue with vanity because you're just a kid? There was so much, you're not old, you're not young, you're not thin, you're not heavy, you're not blonde enough, you're not this. And a lot of that was coming from my own inner circle. And so it did such a number on me that I thought, you know what? In the famous words of Jamie Lee Curtis, I won't do this. I won't subscribe to your obsession with aesthetics. And so what I did was spend the rest of my life, including now, going, I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it. I'm going to take the lessons, and whatever happens, happens. And I just want to take that pressure off of myself. And it worries me more now than ever that vanity has become attacking for younger people.
Yeah,
that is like,
sure.
Wait, what? First it was don't get old, and now it's don't look.
But AI is, almost every day when I read something, I have to ask myself, is that real?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about not just what something looks like, just a story.
Yeah.
Like, I think I reposted a story about a guy where a deer brought like like a fox or some sort of baby animal to the door. I think it was all fake. I think it was apparently like all AI generated, but it seemed so real to me and it made me weep.
Sweet.
So, you know what? We have to be very careful, everybody. We have to take care of each other.
Yes.
We have to call each other out on something when it's wrong. And we need to take care and really be gentle with each other. We have to be frickin' gentle with each other.
Yes.
Just be gentle. Just be gentle.
The other day, I was so confused about something, and I had gotten put in one of those typical, as the world does, or people do, put you in sort of a washing machine where you're like, I am not sure what just happened. I feel so spun out. And I was like, you know what I need to do right now? I need to remember historically what actually occurred and then hold on to the reality of it and ignore what anyone else is saying or doing, because that'll just keep me anchored in what actually occurred. I will say, having been born into this, there have been many intervals where I questioned, like, what is it that we're doing in our jobs?
Yeah, but that's life.
And I love it. I've come to truly love the fact that every day I want to come home and get on the couch and whip out my remote control and go to town watching things that inform me, educate me, entertain me, enlighten me, titillate me, make me laugh, make me feel, make me understand things better. And
that's art.
It's
it's the beautiful part of art.
I mean,
it's why art's here.
You have made so much
incredible
art.
I made some art. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome.
I loved watching you win your Academy Award
I know,
so
how
much.
cray-cray was that?
Because you acknowledged your mom and your dad.
Well, of course.
And you're like, Janet Leigh and Tony Curtis, people who have also put the most incredible art into the world. And to keep your family's name in that lexicon of those prestigious awards, I
know, but you have to remember what my trajectory there was so not that. That was never on the mood board. I didn't have a mood board. You know what was on my mood board? I wanted to be married and be a mommy. That was my mood board. I mean, really. I'm not a big dreamer person. I'm not that person. I don't have that. So the idea of that happening in my life, I was a girl who did, you were talking about horror movies. I mean, I had a beautiful career. That was, not supposed to happen. And it happened on a movie that was, as you know, about the multiverse. I played a character whose character name was Deirdre Beaudeirdre. I joke you not. That's her character's name in the movie. And that character won an Oscar. I mean, that's insane.
No, it's so right, because it's earned.
Well,
and it's earned and I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I've never sat in a room with representatives and said, you know, I really need to get an award. Like, I want to do these performances and these types of movies and work with these types of filmmakers.
Yeah.
I never did that. I wanted to do the things I wanted to do. I went after my gut and my passions. I wanted to have fun with people that I could meet and fall in love with and have adventures. And I think because we sensed your intentions and how you earned it, that was why it was even more delicious.
Yeah, far out, but I also sold yogurt that makes you poop.
The Activia commercials forever.
No, I mean, for many years.
You didn't see the Academy Award happening on the Activia set.
That wasn't on the mood board. So the fact that that happened in that way on that movie, a movie that challenged us all to look at the world from a different perspective, and it's a movie about love. You know, I didn't realize that. When I was making the movie, I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, I don't really know what this is about, but it's interesting. And then I watched the scene where Michelle Yeoh and Key reunite at the laundromat.
Yeah.
And there was a moment where I went, oh, the movie's about love. Oh, it's just about love in the midst of chaos. Oh, it's about love. And so, I mean, it's also beautiful
and that's what's real.
Yeah.
I would say that's the most real thing I know or have learned in my time on this planet.
Yeah.
Is it true that you and your husband are about to celebrate 41 years?
Yes. Clap.
I mean,
Clap more for me.
also, like, your husband is
By
literally
the way,
the coolest guy on the
I
planet.
understand, but see that picture?
Yeah.
That is the most uncomfortable human being you've ever seen in your. He hates that part of show-off business.
He's made movies about that process and makes fun of it.
That photograph is such a perfect. Put it up again. Look at his face.
But you know what I see there? Pride. Okay, wait. Is it true, because if you're not a manifestor mood boarder, and I'm not either. If someone's like, "What's your 5-year plan?" I'm like, "Stay alive."
Yeah, thank you.
Like,
yeah.
none.
Yeah.
Did you see a picture of your husband in a magazine?
I did. So. I was single.
Sounds a little manifesty.
It is a little manifesty. I was single. It was April of 1984. I was sitting on a couch with my friend Deborah Hill, who wrote and produced Halloween. We were looking at Rolling Stone. It was the issue with Cyndi Lauper on the cover, with her skirt going one way and her body going the other. And I opened the magazine, and there were a picture of 3 men with their arms around each other like that. And there was a guy on the end, and I went to Deborah Hill. Oh, huh. Interesting. I'm going to marry that guy. She said, who? I said, that one right there. She goes, oh, yeah, he's an actor. His name is Chris Guest. I tried to put him in a movie. He's with your agents. Anyway, I called his agent, left my number, because that's what you do.
Did you talk to their assistant, and did they ask, like, what's the message?
No. When I called the agent, he said, hi, Jamie, I know all about it, Chris Guest. Because Deborah Hill had called him. Anyway,
okay, great. You know what? Efficient. I like it.
I left my number with him, and then Chris did not call me. And I dated somebody else who wanted to date me. That was not a romance for me. Kind of 2 months went by. I took that person to the airport because they were going on a trip. And I left the airport, went back to West Hollywood, picked up Melanie Griffith and her then husband, Stephen Bauer.
Oh, my God, of course.
They lived on DeLongpre.
Yes.
And we went to Hugo's.
Yes.
On Santa Monica Boulevard.
Which is still there.
And I sat down at a table, and where this beautiful woman in the blue sweater is sitting, Chris was sitting 2 tables away facing me. And will you just wave with your hand like that? So do it again. Right? And I went like this. And then I was like, oh, God, there's this guy. I left my number, and he never called me. And then he got up to leave. Now, would you please stand up and shrug your shoulders? Sorry. Shrug your shoulders. And now just do the gesture of bye. Okay? And that's it. And then he left. Thank you. And then thank you.
Thank
What
you.
is your name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Trish.
Trish,
You're a
also-
dish. Okay, Trish the dish.
With the best eyeshadow, go on.
Christopher shrugged his shoulders, went like this, but then I shrugged my shoulders and went like this, and he left. But then he called me the next day.
Oh! Oh!
That date was June 28th, 1984. We went out July 2nd. He was leaving for a year on Saturday Night Live, August 8th. I was starting the movie Perfect in Los Angeles, August 10th. Wait. Saturday Night Live is in New York. I was in Los Angeles. So we are now opposite coasts.
Different
we went back and
times.
forth every weekend.
You did?
We got engaged September 13th. Wait. And we got married December 18th. That year.
41
Now you can
years
clap.
later.
But that's crazy. That is how I met my husband, is that I ran into him at a restaurant.
Hugo's.
At Hugo, and they catered our wedding.
Oh, no.
Sure.
Pasta mama?
Pasta alla mama.
Pasta, oh,
That is what we served at our wedding, Drew Barrymore.
Hugo's is the only place that makes a breakfast pasta. It's the
Okay.
greatest pasta in the world.
Our wedding meal was pasta alla mama.
I know it well. It's a beautiful
Tom
dish.
and Emily Kaplan, who own and run Hugo's restaurant, catered our wedding.
Well, thank God for Hugo's. Now, okay, I can't believe you were going to do Perfect, by the way. I'm
No, but literally,
I can't, I'm sorry, but I'm seeing, remember this scene?
Yeah.
But you have done so many movies, and oh God, by the way, it's the sexiest too. It's so hot.
no,
It's like
it's
you're
just
across the room
wonderful.
from each
I
other,
know.
but your pelvises are talking. I just like, and
know.
your body language,
I
and your
know.
body. I mean, you were the body.
Okay.
Will you play behind the scenes? We have some people here to play it with you.
Yes!
Okay, it is time for CT Entertainment. Heard us. All
What do
right.
I have to do?
Okay, so if we just watch the monitors, someone else is going to lead this game today, or a few other people, if you will. Take it away. Film number 1.
I guess my question is, one, do you
Chatty.
recall we're in the coffee shop and we're singing together this beautiful, very romantic moment, and I was just pondering, while we shot that scene, because I was nervous as all get out, did you ever think, yeah, we're gonna have to fire this guy?
What?
We're going to have to fire this guy.
No, you know what? That's when I knew the movie was working. It was day 2. It was day 2 or 3, and we were shooting in Bob Dylan's coffee shop. He owned the coffee shop in Santa Monica that we shot in. And, you know, the body swap comedy, there are moments where you know it works, or there are moments where you know it's not working. And when I was in the body of the teenager, I'm the 15-year-old in the adult body,
Yep.
but I'm 15.
Yep.
But he thinks he's falling in love with this adult woman.
Yes.
But the 15-year-old is feeling his feelings. Mm-hmm. There was that moment, and that's when I went, oh, this'll work. And it was because of him.
Oh, it worked! Oh,
It's
it
when I
worked!
knew the movie would work.
Oh, thank you, Chad Michael Murray, for making it work not once but twice. Okay, take this message.
Wow, you people.
Hey, Jamie Lee
Okay,
Curtis, I have a
shut
quick
up.
question for you.
What,
Our first
Glenn
scene
Powell?
on Scream Queens was together in bed.
Yeah.
My question to you is, was it as good for you as it was for me?
Yeah, Glenn Powell. So, seriously, I get the job of, Ryan Murphy calls me and says, I'm doing the show, Scream Queens, I want you to sing, I want you to be in it, blah, blah, blah. I'm great. And I didn't know anything about it. There was no script, blah, 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 announcing cast, every week the way Ryan does so brilliantly. And there was no script. But then I get a call from the costume designer. And she says, come in for a fitting. And I'm like, okay, well, I haven't read anything. Anyway, I go in for the fitting. And she goes, you have 3 office scenes and 1 bedroom scene.
You're like, I do?
And I'm like,
You're like, so there is a script.
I said, bedroom? I said, bedroom? She goes, oh, don't worry, it's post-coital. And I said, who am I coiting?
Yeah, exactly.
And she said, a student. And I'm the dean of the college. And I'm like, Ryan Murphy, what are you doing? And it was day 2. Day 2 of Scream Queens.
Day 2 is your
I'm
sign.
in bed with Glenn Powell, post-coital, where boy, he is such, and he's sweet in his family.
They were just here.
Family.
The whole family
No,
was on the show.
excuse me.
I know.
That family unit
Yeah.
will get you through life. Like Glenn Powell, he surrounds himself with his parents and his sister. I mean, that is powerful to watch.
Okay, one more, please. Thank you.
Hi, Jamie. It's Abby Elliott.
Don't even make me
your
cry.
TV daughter.
Don't even.
I miss you, and I have a question for you. In honor of our mother-daughter relationship, what is the best piece of advice that you got from your real mother? I love you.
Okay, first of all, when you do a TV series, or when you agreed to do one, you don't know anything.
No.
Right? You don't know what's coming up. You don't. So I get sent. Chris Storer, the writer of The Bear, says, in season 3,
Ice chips.
you're in 1 episode, and I'm like, great. And he sends me season 3, and the entire episode is Donna and Sugar in the labor and delivery room while she's laboring to have her child.
It's called Ice Chips,
It's
and
called
it's my
Ice
favorite
Chips.
episode of the entire show.
It's so beautifully written. And I walked on set. I hadn't seen my crew in over a year. And I walked on set, and it's 30 pages of 2 people talking, long monologues about family. And we walked on the set, and Chris Storer said, okay, we're just going to shoot. I've got 3 cameras rolling. I've got 1 here and 2 over there. Let's go. And I had barely said hi to Abby, like in the hall. And we shot that episode in 2 takes without ever rehearsing a word of it, and be able to look across like I'm looking at you and have that interchange of those 2 characters going through that moment in their lives with all the drama and all the history. It was so beautiful. And to have her as my scene partner, I mean, she's an extraordinary actress. She was so beautiful in that episode. Anyway, I'm blown away by her. Blown away by her. Blown away by her. And she has the toughest part on that show. She has the toughest part because she's that center person.
Yep.
And everybody else gets to spin out.
Yep.
And she has to hold center. And she was spectacular in that episode. Spectacular.
I think
You know, when my mother really, really basically said, be yourself. I think really was the gift. The gift from her from the beginning was don't be fake. You know, don't fake something. Be it. Like,
how do you think she knew to do that?
I don't know. I think she just somehow understood that, somehow in me. Just don't fake it. Like, whatever you're going to do, don't fake it. Just the other day, E.T. posted a bunch of things on Instagram because we did I'm selling the movie Ella McCay, and we were doing a thing, and they brought up a bunch of old clips of me when I was 19.
Oh, the vault, the E.T. vault.
Right, but what happened is I don't sound like me. I sound like I have a fake English accent, and I comment in the watching of it like, wait, when was I English? Because all of a sudden I'm speaking in this way, and it's bizarre. So I clearly was fighting through something that my mom must have known, because she just kept saying, just be who you are, which is
and maybe
beautiful.
as you said, it's something that just cannot exist until you've lived enough. I think that I wish that people could know what I now know, but I'm 50 and I just didn't know it before. I'm not sober, I don't work a program, but I quit drinking, and drinking to me took me down, and I couldn't live a full life while I drank. It just stopped me from living a full life.
By the way, to thine own self be true. I mean, really, at the end of the day, when we're all looking in the deep, dark, truthful mirror of our lives. To thine own self be true. Read East of Eden, and there's a beautiful passage in East of Eden where John Steinbeck talks about the preciousness of the mind, of the human. An individual mind is the most precious thing in the world, and the thing we need to protect more than anything, which is the individual mind, to be able to do what an individual mind, rather than a group mind or a calcified idea of a mind.
You said
Freedom.
something in the beginning of our conversation that I can't get out of my head, and it was in accordance with whatever it is of a behavior that holds anybody back. You know, fill in the blank, because everybody's got something. And you used the word deserve earlier, and it's like, it has haunted me in the most beautiful way, because I think the gift that comes from removing one's own personal obstacle of what is holding you back in life is the entryway to believing you deserve something good in this life.
Every human being, every animal
Yep.
deserves that same freedom to be naturally who they are.
Yes.
And yes, the clearing away the wreckage
Yes.
is a cornerstone of recovery for many people. It doesn't mean that the wreckage doesn't exist.
Yes.
But you have to clear it
Yep.
so you can move forward. The whole idea. Okay, so watch this. This in show business is called a segue, which I can spell, by the way. S-E-G-U. There's a weird, I know there's like a U in it. It reads like segue, but it's actually segue, or in show business we call it a pivot. Because the movie I'm actually here to promote is called Ella McCay, and it was made for every woman in this room. It's about a young politician, a young woman who becomes the governor of the state that she's the lieutenant governor of, when the governor becomes a cabinet member of the current administration, and she steps up and becomes governor. And she's from a conflicted family, and she is surrounded by the conflict of politics, of politicians and public servants.
Yes.
And she's a wonk. She believes in the power of public service to change the lives and courses of human beings through policy and through opportunities.
Yes.
And she is thrown into the spotlight.
Yes.
And it's a charming, funny family comedy by James L. Brooks.
The
who
brilliant
made
Terms of Endearment, Broadcast News.
Broadcast News. The Simpsons.
Yes.
It's a comedy, and she's played by the gorgeous Emma Mackey, who stars as Ella McCay. I know, Emma Mackey, Ella McCay. It's not weird or anything, or wasn't weird for us. Anyway, but it's a beautiful new comedy. It comes out December 12th in the theaters. I play
Aunt Helen.
Aunt Helen, who is her fiercest defender and champion. And I believe that's kind of what we women need to be for each other.
Yes.
It's why the compassion couch exists. It's why we're all here. It's why you're drawn here. It's why literally you came here. I feel like we're all linked here, even though some of us are strangers and some of us are friends.
And the film also...
And we're now apparently married.
Yes, exactly,
So,
because you waved...
Trish the dish.
Trish the dish.
I like the right-hand side of the bed, just letting you know. I sleep on my right like this, so I need to be like on the right.
Oh my God, I'm a lefty.
Well, Drew.
By the way,
I mean,
Trish the
if it doesn't
dish.
work out.
Yes, exactly. And it's also
that's called a throuple.
Yes, exactly. And they're trending, by the way. We can make this happen.
So is spatchcocking, but
I'm telling you, you'll get a turkey. You want your turkey to look like this. Not like this.
Okay. Drew Barrymore.
This bird is going to be uncooked here and dry here. This turkey.
I cannot believe You just spatchcocked yourself on national television?
I can't wait for my Pilates instructor to see that.
Okay, this is the weirdest TV show.
I know.
How
And
long have you been doing it?
this is our 6th year. And it's finally going well, which is a relief in that way of like, you know, it's business. It's got to work for business. And we launched in a global pandemic. And I think, you know,
Drew Barrymore, you're good for business.
Really?
You're really good for business. And they know it.
All I know is that I don't want to be in a world without you in it, leading the charge, living your life on your terms, learning your lessons, following your heart, putting out all different kinds of films. There's nothing you can't do. You are the range queen.
Okay. I will tell you, thank you. That word was never, I thought, ever could have been an adjective. Seriously. And now at this age, now with the opportunities that I've had, and I got very lucky. And, you know, opportunity meets with then art, and then you get something happens. And something's happened a couple times.
Well, thank God you were in every place when you were where you were.
I know.
At Hugo's and every other place in between.
And selling yogurt.
Yes, exactly.
And
you guys, I cannot thank you enough. By the way, no one's ever done this before. This is a whole new thing. Like,
but
nobody's ever sat on the floor and we pushed the table. I love everything you do, and I love you. And this was, honestly, I guess what I was trying to say was, I knew this would be different, and it is.
Surround and look, everybody. All of us together.
And I am just so happy and honored and so grateful. So, by the way, we go to break. Jamie Lee Curtis!
That must be very frustrating.
Correct.
Well, that's what not screaming will get you. So, listen, Ella, I do have something.